Boom! Live and direct. If I were you, change my point of view. Most definitely. Inside your heart, carry my attitude. Let's yourself together. Make a brand new start. Turn the world around, upside down. If I were you and you were me, we not fight about it. Rewrite history. If I were you and you were me. Boom! Live and direct. Peace and harmony. No one knows what's inside of me. All I feel, get chance on reality. Put yourself in my shoes. Then you know what's real. Upside down. Could talk about it. Upliftment and progress. Boom! It's a boom thing. I'm back live and direct. What I was singing was Wailing Souls, I think. Yeah, Wailing Souls. Is that it? Wailing Souls. Yeah, Wailing Souls. If I were you and you were me, we could talk about it and rewrite history. If I were you. For sure. That means no ego. Ha! If I were you and you were me, there's no ego. We can solve a lot of things. And also with upliftment and progress, just look at the word uplift mind. We have to keep a mind that's uplifted. That's what I come to realize. You know, you come to realize a lot of stuff at one point once you start doing some reflection and talking to yourself. You know, it's very good. Enjoying your solitude. Like I was posted a video yesterday. I said I had no problem with my solitude at all. And who commented? I think it's a Red commented, "You're a glorified loner," or something like that. So I really appreciated the comments, and it's true. I'm a real loner, and I have no problem being a loner. I have no problem enjoying my own solitude, and the reflecting. You know, that I never talked to myself that much in my life, first of all. So there's an upliftment from this. There's a progress. I'm progressing, obviously. There's a progress happening. There's a growth. You know, at one point we have to grow. Also, it's not to stay stuck. You know, we don't want to stay stuck. Many of us are stuck in place, stuck on pause. You know, release the pause button. It's like we have the foot on the gas and the foot on the brake at the same time. It's like, hello. It's not because we don't want to press on the gas. We don't want a better life. We don't want better stuff to happen to us. It's just we have the foot on the brake at the same time because we're scared. Scared of, most of all, I think it's success. It's not so much failure, because if you keep trying, you can fail. So what is it? It's more success or what you can become, what you are really, you know, to discover, you know, remove the cover from who you are. Very good exercise. Start removing the mask. We all wear a mask. We all wear a mask. If you don't see it, you're lying to yourself. You know? We all wear a mask, and before we remove that mask and expose who we truly are, takes work. Takes a bit of upliftment, a bit of you know, work in motion. Put your work in motion. Just put your work in motion. You know, how do you want to be uplifted and progress each and every day? Put work in motion. Like what I'm doing here, I put this work in motion and I stick to it. Consistency is very, very important. Consistency is probably one of the main factors in truth. Is consistency. What did I say the other day? The main ingredient in truth is consistency. If you're consistent with your stuff, if you're constantly consistent, what did I do? I just turned it on. I wanted to shut it up. There's a bit too much light flashing here. Whoa! There's like a show going on here. Hold on, we'll change that. It's a bit distracting. There we go. Now it's better. Just white. Yeah. What I was going to say? I forgot. Distraction, probably. I think I was talking about distraction. Yeah, that the distraction can, for sure, distract us. It's there for that. If we give into it, that's the focus we have to, if we want to keep staying uplifted and everything, because that's the goal, to create something. Also, you want to put something in place, create something that will guide you to that thing. Like what I'm doing here, like I said, I think it's yesterday, I say so many stuff. I talk so much. I don't know when I said it, but I know I've said it before. Something like that. It's very important, not only important, it's very potent to get in touch with who you are, but not only that, not only getting in touch with who you are, because that's probably the main reason why we're here, to remember who we are, or to not forget who we are, or because we kind of have an idea growing up, but I don't know, there's like a cover put on us from Babylon, or we put a cover on ourselves. It's more self-oppression, I think. Because the world has never stopped me really from doing anything. So it was me in the end. It's always, that's why I say it's always you versus you. And you have to create stuff. That's what I was talking about. You have to create stuff, put stuff there in place that you can back down from it. You can't back down. You can't let go. You have to follow through what you say. Like what I'm doing here, being here every day at this time, and like religiously, and that's very important for me. Some people might say, "Oh, he's too much in time," or I've heard it. But for me, consistency is very important, and I know where I'm going and what I want to do. And I know what I want to do. I need to have more consistency. But not more. I'm very consistent, but I can't let go of that consistency for sure. And that's what will bring you to wherever you want to go in life, is if you're consistent enough with your putting your work in motion. It's not there's no days off. In my head, there's no days off. I'm always trying to think of something to stay uplifted. Also think of something, have tools around. Reggae music for me is, I think that's my number one tool to uplift my mind, to heal, to reggae music does so much for me. It did so much for me in my life. It's such a significant thing for me in my life, reggae music, that this is why I promote it, because it's very significant. It brought me to where I am today. I'm sure if it wasn't for Bob Marley in my life, I don't know if I would be here talking like this, or I don't know. He's been a great inspiration for sure along the way. Many others too. But Bob was major, especially when I was young. When I was younger, Bob, it was more when I was younger. Today, I listen to more contemporary, in this time music, music of today, the reggae of today. I still listen to Bob once in a while, but mostly it's like Teacher D and all that, Perfect Imani, and these guys, they're very, not that I don't appreciate love Bob anymore. I still listen to him, but less, because at one point it's an obsession too. There's other stuff. There's people living in this time, like Bob is gone. He's not forgotten, but he's gone. But there's people living in this time that deserve help, that deserve promotion, that deserve their vibes to get out there. We all need a break at one point. We all need a break, and we need to be uplifted by someone else. It's good to have upliftment from other people. Also, the upliftment can come from other people, that comes on your path to help you with your dream, and that's essential. You can't do anything alone. You can pretend. You can walk pretending. A lot of us walk pretending, but it doesn't mean it's true. What we pretend to be true doesn't mean it's true, but We live in a world that's filled with illusion pretending to be true. So we have to be, designing. I think designing our own, not our own destiny, because destiny will come and meet you and your purpose and all that, but designing our life, defining who we are. Defining who we are is such a, look, you're going to create a living soul. This is what it is. I kind of make sense of when I was hanging out with Arthur, I wasn't really making sense of that living soul, what he meant, or so I took it in. I took it in, I reflect, and yeah, living soul makes sense. That's one thing that really makes sense, because once you're a living soul, you live in other people. And that's what you want. You want to become a legend or living soul or things like that. That's what you want. You want to create a living soul while you're here. You don't want to just come, leave a footprint, or leave a, not even a footprint. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we pass here, we don't even leave a footprint. That's the thing. You gotta pass like a leaf in the wind. No one will remember you. No one will see what you could have done here, the work you could have done for humanity, not only for yourself and your little house and family, but for humanity. This is what we gotta become: guardian of humanity, or something like that, or earth guardian, or something like that. But not become. We are. We are already. It's just we have forgot. We have forgot who we are. That's the thing. We have forgot who we are, and we prefer nonsense. Now we're so far down the path of forgetting who we are that now we fell in love with the fantasy. Instead of rising in love with who we are, we fell in love with the fantasy, the dream of hell. That's where we're stuck. As a collectivity, that's where we're stuck, pretty much in the dream of hell. That's why Bob said, you think you're in heaven, you're living in hell, because it's in your head. Time will tell. Huh? Time will tell. But time is starting to tell, because there's more and more people waking up to who they are, remembering who they are. And the more of us that's going to remember who we are, we're creating a shift here. We're creating a vibrational shift that cannot be stopped. And it's ongoing, and more people pick up the vibe, because it's just a matter of catching the vibe, catching that vibe of truth, of upliftment and progress and dream of life, and all this. It's just about catching the vibe. It's not something you can bring necessarily on the plate, but it's a vibe, it's a vibration out there. And it's there. It's there for magic. Is there for those who are willing to see. But if you don't want to see anything, if you want to keep your eyes shut and not see anything, you will not see anything. You will not see no magic, no greatness, no progress, no change, nothing. You will not see nothing. All you will see is darkness. That you will swim in darkness all your life. So is that what you want? Be in dark all the time, or you want to see the light? The light. The light is much better. Keep your eyes on the light. That's what I say. I keep mine on the light. Avoid distraction. I've seen the light. Now I'm not going to lose sight of it. Once you see it, once you start seeing that crack of light in your life, that upliftment, that energy, that vitality, you don't want to let go of that. That's the best fontaine de jouvence, fontaine of youth. I have a problem with that word. Bozo is going to be, bro, I told you last time, fontaine of youth. So fontaine of youth, it's the best fontaine of youth you can find. You can find is discovering who you are and bringing that gift out into the world. That's the best fontaine of youth you're going to find in your life. It's all there. All we need is here and now. That's what I'm telling you. Even the fontaine of youth, we look towards stuff to make us look young and stuff, and it's so fake. It's a society so fake. We tint our hair just to not show white hair and stuff, and it's just so fake. But it's just so evident also that we're not here to be bamboozled. Me, I'm not here to be bamboozled anymore. I'm done with their nonsense, and it's all I keep my eyes on the prize, on the progress, on the. And that, I think that can bring me a long way. If I stay positive, if I stay uplifted, if I stay on track, not distracted, but on track, and with my eyes on the prize, It's gonna happen one day, I know. But now it takes patience also. You know, that's what we don't have patience. We don't even have patience with our children or with our parents or with the people around us. So patience is something very important to cultivate also, and that's something we don't have. How many times you're in traffic and you're impatient? You know, just because you're stuck in traffic or you're stuck at a light or at the stop sign or the guy in front of you takes too much time to do his stuff. You know, it's all time, stress, stress, stress all the time. You know, it's always that. That's what I experience a lot, especially on the road. You know, we should take a bit more time to live. Life is worth living, and it's all in the moment. So if you rush every moment in your life, if you rush them, you always end up in the future or in the past, but more in the future, and you're always anxious for what's going to happen without being present in the now. You know, it's what we do, and we become very impatient. And so patience is power. The moment you, and I've never been so patient in my life. I have a bit of road rage, I admit. Even when I go on the road, I have no, you know what? I have no tolerance for fucking stupid people. I have no tolerance for bullshit. I have no tolerance anymore. I can't waste time with stupid shit anymore. With stupid, insignificant things and insignificant people. But I'm trying to show compassion and unconditional love. I tell myself that, but it's just sometimes it's coming out because I have no patience for that. No patience for stupid people, but I try to have patience. Like I'm telling you that we have to work on our patience and be more patient with people. There is slow learner. No, we're not all fast learners, though, and we're going to be told the truth and, you assimilate it and you're going to live it from one day to another. No. There is a lot of slow learner, and we have to give them chance. Give them chance to see the light at their time, at their moment, and they're going to see it when they're ready for it. When you're ready for an experience, when you're ready for the truth, for an experience or something like that, it's going to come to you. You don't have to stress out. If it doesn't come to you, might be because you're not ready. If you don't feel it, it's because you're not ready for it. You might not even be ready in this lifetime, ever. There's people that, come on, how many people have come through here like a leaf in the wind, never knowing what reality is all about? Take a chance on reality to know how I feel. Know how many people have passed here just like leaf in the wind, never having a sense of reality or a sense of who they are. A sense of who they are. First of all, that's a spiritual suicide right there. That's not what we want to do. That's not what we are intended to be here for. We're here to find out who we are. I think the meaning of life, I've always been looking for a meaning in life since I'm young. I always ask questions. I've always been a seeker. It's just, I was seeking in dark places. That's what happened. You know, when you seek in dark places, you'll stay in the dark. But when you seek the light, you will suddenly, all your body, all your vibration change, and you become so enlightened. Enlightened, that's the word, because you have light inside, and you're capable to shine that light. If you're capable to shine that light, ooh, you're going to inspire a lot of people. You're going to touch their heart. Like I said to Kim yesterday, I said, we have to touch the heart of people. It's in the heart. I don't want to change your mind. I don't want to change your mind here. I want to get to your heart. That's what I want. Because I know I can change your mind. You see, you have a certain mindset, and before you change it, it's going to come from you. But I can touch your heart. And that's what I want. That's what I want, touch the heart of people. Because I know this is where we can create change once we become really, really, when someone come and you might not see all your greatness. You might not see all this stuff. It might not flash in front because we have a veil. Like I said, the veil is there not only to prevent us from what's going on in the world, but to see even yourself, to see yourself for who you are. You know, the veil, I'll talk about the veil for the lies and deception of the world, but we never talk about the veil that is in front of our own eyes to not realize who we are. That's why I say all this distraction on YouTube about all the conspiracy stuff and all the rabbit hole stuff. It's all distraction because nobody really gonna empower you to discover who you are. We're not about discovering who we are. We are about distraction. about sensationalism, flat earth, and all kinds of shit like that, just to keep our mind distracted, because we fell in love with this. We fell in love with the distraction instead of really finding out who we are, letting go of the rabbit hole, letting go of the nonsense of Babylon, because we're giving them energy. Even diving down the rabbit hole, you give them energy. That's what I realized. So it's a very important for us to stop attaching energy to that overlay, that nonsense. But only you can do it. I'm doing my part to stay true, to stay on track, to stay. But it's up to each and every one of us also to wake up and do their part. You can do magic where you are. You can change the life of so many people. You can touch the heart of so many people just once you create that shift inside you. But don't think you're going to ignite anything in people if you don't ignite it in yourself, if you don't have this experience with life, this this wisdom. You need to have some wisdom, and wisdom come from experience. Come from experience in life. Life is not on YouTube. Life is worth living, but not on YouTube. It's experience in life. Okay, I'm here today because of circumstances, but I've done a lot of experience in my life that allowed me to, after, take that experience on and do something with it. And now usually when I start something, I don't stop. So this one should be a lifetime ride, or it's a good hobby. It's good for upliftment. I feel very uplifted, very positive. So there's a lot of good stuff that my heart tells me I should keep doing that thing. So I will not stop. I will not stop, even though some people come with their opinion on me. I don't care. I'm not here to live up to expectation of other people. I'm here to figure out life. I want to figure out life, and I don't want a silver spoon in my mouth and everything be handed to me. I want to crawl through shit to discover who I am. And I want it to be long. I don't mind being long. I want to cultivate patience. All this process here that I'm doing will make a better person out of me, because I'll be more patient, more lovey. Like I said, especially more lovey. With more love inside my heart, I can talk about love. At least for once in my life, I can talk about love now. And I can show love. I can be love. I can use all the good frequency that love has to offer and bringing out into the world, and create a huge shift inside me. And that shift will touch your heart, will touch the heart of other people. You will touch the heart of other people. With that shift you're going to create, and we're all going to change the world, because we're all going to change ourselves at one point. At one point, it's something natural also. It's not because you have so much to change. You have to to go back to your normal state. It's like you've been programmed, you've been kept blind, or you kept yourself blind. It's just, I think, to remove the blinders. No, not the blinders, because we said we need blinders for Babylon. But open your eyes. Just open your eyes to life. Opening our eyes to life is a great thing. Me, that's what gave me upliftment at start, is really the opening of my eyes towards the world, and looking at what is. That's the truth. The truth is what is. It's there. That's the truth. And the bunch of lies that we are being told, or that we fabricate, or that we perpetuate, that's not there to uplift us as a collectivity. We have to realize that too. Truth is very uplifting. It's very uplifting to know who you are. Come on, nothing will stop you. Once you know who you are, nothing can shake you. Nothing can confuse your mind. Nothing can attain you. Nothing can break you, stop you, whatever. Put it on. I don't find the words anymore to say it. But once you know who you are, it's game over for them. It's game over for them. You can never go back to where you were before, because you know who you are. So you're unshakable. Those things don't confuse your mind. Babylon and the rabbit hole and all that shit doesn't confuse you no more. You know who you are. You know what you came here to do. So, Kim is here. Big up, Kim. Une petite tomate. Une petite tomate, c'est une tomate, ça? Ben oui, un cœur avec une tomate. Non, c'est ça. Once you know who you are, là, there's nothing that nothing that gonna shake you, nothing that can take you off track. Also, you don't want to be distracted. I don't want to be distracted anymore. I'm done with the distraction, the nonsense, all the stuff that were holding me back from knowing who I am. You know, I don't know totally today who I am, but I know I'm walking towards that person that I want to become more and more because I take more action. I focus. I start the distraction. I try to be a more lovey person, especially with the people around me, my wife, my children. Bring more vibration. You know, just that is a huge shift that we have to create inside us. Just to have more patience with my children, my wife, and the people around me is a big thing, man. And that is part of the progress also that I'm doing here. The work that I'm doing here. You know, it's not something that will have effect only on YouTube. It has effect on my vibration. That's why I keep doing it. It's not just to be famous on YouTube or to become legend. It's because it's good for me. It's good for my vibration. It's good. It's a good upliftment. I feel very positive, very uplifted, and I feel like I'm walking the talk. Walking the talk. Simple. Walk the talk. Stop blah blah blahing and walk the talk. You know, we talk too much. Put it out in the atmosphere once, then go to work. That's what you need to do. That's what we all need to do. And start one thing and stick to it also. Start one thing and stick to it. Don't change. You know what? You gotta find what is really your calling, what is really your passion. First of all, what do you love? What do you love? Okay, and you have to put in mind that you have to do that thing 7 days a week without being paid. What is that for you? That's what your calling is. You know, if you can do something with love, with passion, 7 days a week without being paid, that's probably your calling. But if you cannot do that, if you cannot stick to it like every day of the week, every day, again, the week, I don't like that word. We're not weak, we're strong. Every day of the strong. Every day of the strong. I don't like that word weak. We're not weak. The weak is for the weak. We're not weak anymore. We're being stronger by the day. So, but also, I don't want to create division. Weak, strong. You know, all this create division. I think you know what I mean when I say weak. Okay? But we know it's because I'm just very aware of the programming behind the words and stuff. So then I come and use certain words and I'm like, not again this one. But I know most people do not care so much like me. It's not because we care so much about the words, but to me they have power. Words have power, and I just want to empower my mind to uplift my mind with great words, with great stuff. If I keep my words negative and my spirit negative and use lower consciousness word like you know, there are certain words I just cannot process here anymore. I told you. But also, it's very important for my upliftment to stay uplifted, to have great words, great... what is it about? The little words we say and the little things we do each and every day. That's what's going to make you have a really great day. You know, it's about having a great day. Don't think about tomorrow, about the week after. Just think about today, about this moment right now. Can you find happiness in the moment? Can you find all the upliftment, all the stuff you need to progress in the moment? If not, you might have to look in the moment. That's where everything is. That's where I found everything is in the moment, by being present in the moment and being very focused and you know, just dedicated to the cause of upliftment. I don't know, something like that, but it's a dedication. It's a commitment. You got to make a commitment to be great. You know, got to make a commitment. If you don't commit to yourself, it won't happen for you. Can tell you that. But if you commit to do it every day, 7 days a week or whatever, every day, if you commit to this, it's going to be yours one day. I'm telling you, I can feel it. It's coming closer and closer for me. But I got to keep on keeping on. That's the thing. You know, sometimes we get stuck. We have an accomplishment or we put out a great tune or a great single or whatever for artists, and then stuck there. You know, it's always about progress, upliftment, and that's what I find is very winner. And if we can keep it that way, Yannick! Yannick is the name my mother gave me. If you want to know, Red. You're asking me. But Yannick is the name that I gave myself after waking up, after realizing I was a son of God, a children of the sun. After my self-realization that I was very freaking powerful, and I let go of my power, and I don't know why, but yeah, I renamed myself. And you can go back in my videos, you're gonna find it. There's one video I can remember, like yesterday, I was in a field, in a cornfield, and I said today, boom, I'm renaming myself. It's Yannick now. And that's because of Sam, because Sam did a trip in République Dominicaine, I think. And the guy told him Yannick is Yannick in Spanish. So my name written by the name they gave me, not my name, it's not mine. The name they gave me is Yannick in Spanish. So I said, oh, I prefer Yannick, also the reggae and all that. And I know I'm very divine. I know I feel it. It's not something I don't doubt that. You're not gonna make me doubt my divinity that's inside of me. That's for sure. That's the thing I don't doubt anymore today is the divine, is the divine vibes, the good vibes, the great vibes, the divine. I feel that inside of me for sure, and it's inside each and every one of us. And it's just we have to break some walls. There's some walls restraining us to get to that greatness that we need. You know, break the walls to yourself. Very important. Hey, Kim, you have a wrench. Cool. Yeah, I don't know why Kim hasn't been here for a long time. I didn't know she still had a wrench, but I removed all the wrench the last time. Like I told you, it's just cost to division, and it's I don't know. I don't want to stay. I want to stay very conscious, and I know these tools. There's a lot of stuff like YouTube is good to use, but with YouTube come a bunch of tools to manipulate the people's mind. You know, and that I'm aware of it. And that's why I try to not fall into this and to stay very, very conscious all the time. Oh, no. He's back. Yeah, little nose thing, you know, morning time. Ah, now I feel better. Now I feel I can breathe, I can talk. Ah, now the voice is there. You know, when you have when your nose is stuff, you don't talk the same also. You don't hear your voice the same. I like to hear my voice resonating. I like the resonation of my voice. Really, that is something that's really vibrating. That's why I say it's all about vibration. Also, even look, put your finger on your throat. You're gonna feel it vibrate. It's all about vibration. Everything is vibration. The voice is vibration. The sound. It's all vibration. You have to catch also the vibe. Catch the vibe. That's what I'm saying. Catch the vibe. Not only the reggae music vibe, the vibe of life. Life is worth living, but we have to learn these things. We have to learn that life is worth living. Oh, is this Kim, your wife? Yeah. Yeah, that was Kim. She was probably watching today. She watched sometimes, she told me. It's good. Good upliftment. It's it's not about me so much. I'm very irrelevant, my little person in the process. It's about us staying on track. And then after comes my person also because I benefit from this. But it's in the first place, it's just because I want to give back. I want to be present. I want to create a living soul out of my existence. I don't want to be just like a leaf in the wind here. There's no way. It's going to take time. Look, I come from a long programming, like 40 years of program but 40 years of program, but not so much intensive because I was always like questioning a bit of stuff, but not deeply. It's just we don't question deeply. We don't question stuff deeply, even us. We don't question ourselves deeply. We don't, it's the questioning has to occur, not only in the world and what's going on in Babylon, but also within us. Within us. Question, the question the way, not the journey, the way. Or the ways. Your evil ways. That has to be removed from our life. But like I say all the time, it's not about, yeah, I like my voice too. Oh, yeah, I like to hear my voice. No, I have no problem. I have accepted myself for who I am in the whole, everything. And not because it's just I rise in love with me, with the person. But it's not because I'm obsessed and self-obsessed and that, but I appreciate everything that, like, I don't know if it really comes from, like, it's hard sometimes to say that the voice or the thought or that it's all in this body right now. I feel like sometimes there's something maybe outside of ourselves. I don't know, like intuition or there's something that there's a natural mystic. There's magic in the air. That's what I mean. There's magic. And if you tap into that magic, your life will never be the same. Your life will never be the same if you tap into the magic, but it takes a bit of time to tap into it. You have to learn to be a magician. You have to learn these tricks. You have to learn how the tricks of being a magician, and a magician doesn't become a good magician from one day to another, a good illusionist from one day to another. You practice, practice, practice. So that's what you got to do. Practice, practice, practice to create magic with your life. And you can do that. There's magic in the world for those who are willing to see. If you don't want to see it, you won't see it. But it's there. I'm telling you. I have experienced it. Yeah, I have experienced that magic a lot and creating stuff, just out of attraction and thoughts, and use the power of my thoughts a lot to create, to make things happen. That's very important. Our mind is very powerful. We cannot, the art will guide you, but the mind is very powerful also. What you put in your mind, it will come to reality. If you put the work in motion, it will come to reality for sure. Greetings, Suzanne. Happy Thanksgiving. I thank God our loved ones are still breathing for every drop of water and for every drop of water. No evil here, brother. No, there's no evil. I know you girls are way too uplifted for having evil in your life. I can feel that. Red, Suzanne, and Cindy, and Leslie, and Cappy. Cappy also is here often. Big up Cappy. Cappy won. And yesterday she told us, it takes also courage to come out in the chat and post your stuff like this. Out in the chat and tell us about your son that died a few years before. It takes something to come out of this and express this in the chat. So I have tremendous respect for Cappy One. What she did yesterday was very, very this is what I want to see. We have to let go of. We have to not let go, but we have to exteriorize those emotions a lot. That's important because they are energy in motion, and that's what they harvest. So it's very important to control our emotions also, and to not only, but I very, very. I was very touched. Sometimes you guys touch my heart, especially Leslie also in her comment. She had a comment yesterday. I was supposed to take it back. Hold on. I said, I'm going to take back your comment that you posted, and I get a check for it. Hold on. It's on the Truman Show. Truman Show. Hold on. Comments. I'm getting there. Community. Leslie. She should be there. Here we go. Okay. Hi, Janik. I lay down and watch this. Love these two. That's the hangout I had with my bro from Plastic Magic Record, O'Neill and Bryce. She says, love these two. Nice conversation to calm me down. Then you said my name. I didn't hear you because I was so excited. So I'm listening again. Thanks so much. Much love. Much love, Leslie. I feel something strong there. A strong vibe, Leslie. A strong vibe, and she's like realigning, and a very strong vibe. Leading, I am leading again, or at least trying to. I got my bathroom ceiling painted. The landlord was supposed to, but he knows I can paint, so I did it. But you see, it's in mastering the little stuff. She got that. She got that, Leslie. You know, it's just about mastering the little stuff. Once you master the little stuff, you're going to have no problem mastering the bigger stuff in your life. If you can do your room, paint your room, and clean your room, and clean your house, and these are little stuff, but that are important to do. If you can master this, if you can clean your room, forget about it. You won't live your dream, I can tell you that right now. If you can make your bed in the morning, if you can make your bed in the morning after you get up and you want to live your dream, it's like, hello. Hello. I got my bathroom ceiling painted. That's it. Did it. Then it gave me the incentive to go help Walter paint his new place. And I'm looking forward to doing some more cleaning. You see? Helping others, live for others. That's all it is. You don't have to come on YouTube and yap your mouth. Absolutely. But just go out in the world. Life happens in the world anyway. My life is not all the stuff that I do. Yeah, I might create a living soul here for sure. That's the goal. But life happens in life. With people, not secluded in your palace, comfortably numb, installed in our little palace. Yeah, we are. We are comfortably numb and all very on hiding. We're all hiding. I don't know why, but it's time to stop to hide. My people, we've been in this jungle for a long time. No need to hide. That's the thing. We've been in this jungle for a long time. Why do we hide? Why do we need to hide? We're not even hidden anyway. So it's just, anyway, everything seems to be on hiding in this world. People that hide from the truth. People, like the truth is not hidden. It's in plain sight, but people hide from it. We play hide and seek. It's like we have never left that game when we were young. Yeah. We still play hide and seek as adults in the world. Come and find me. You remember? Help Water paint his new place, and I'm looking forward to doing some more cleaning. And it may not sound like a big deal, but it always for. But it always is for me. But it always is for me. Sorry. I haven't dusted some things for years and years. I need to get ready for a girl named Cassie who likes my son Walter. Yeah, she used to live with her son, I think. That's I don't see the chat now. I don't know if she's there, but I am French, you know. I used to be over the top cleaner. Even had my own business. It's all thanks to you now. She makes my heart feel so. Leslie, she's so lovely. She's so lovely. There's so much great vibe coming from that woman. I feel such a strong a vibe coming from her because she's changing her life. She's like being more walking towards the light, and I feel that from her a lot. This is what I feel here. It's all thanks to you now. I have to let you know how much your mornings and daytime shows have affected me. They are my inspiration, and it is starting to sink in. Lots I never told you. I should write a book. Thanks again, Jenny. Much respect. Much respect to you, Leslie, always. No one is hiding, nowhere to hide. That's it. There's nowhere to hide. Exactly, but why we're hiding? You know, there's nowhere to hide. Where are you going to run? Where are you going to run? You going to run away from yourself? That's pretty much what we do. We run away from ourselves. Yeah. Raining here too. Here too it's raining. Red Rose raining in Newfoundland, raining in Quebec too. I was going to go get some apples today. I made a huge batch of apple juice yesterday. It's time for juicing. I juice. Now what I do at this time of the year, I'm going to tell you, I'm very proactive when it comes to juicing and stuff. I stash for the winter. I go get a bunch of apples, like 10 big boxes of I do that, it gives me like at least a box give me a 4 liter of juice. A big box, I can reduce that to a 4 liter of juice. Then I take this, I put this in 4 liter bottles of water empty, and I put this in the freezer. So I have about, let's say, 10 big bottles of juice. So I'm good for at least 5 months easy. I can take out 1 per 2 weeks. And with that, I mix it also. I make shots. I make shots of pineapple juice, ginger, very potent, turmeric, lemon, lime, pear. I'm gonna make shots. Now this is gonna be super potent in ginger. And now what I do in the morning is I put these shots, I'm gonna make them freeze in ice cube trays. And after that, I put them in a Ziploc bag, put them in the freezer, and I just get to take out the cube, put it in my glass, take the apple juice that I made in huge quantity, pour it over my cube, and then I get a good mix. I get all the good stuff in there, and some legume too. I'm going to put some carrots. I put some carrots, very good. Carrot is very good with apple. Some people say you can juice carrots or they're toxic or something. I never got sick. It's like the seed of the apple. They say don't put the seed that has cyanine in it. I always juice the seed. I put the whole apple in and whoop, 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 whoop. And the juice come out and yeah. I know, that's good. Yeah, frozen shots. That's what I do. Then I that's why I'm telling you, maybe it's a good inspiration for you to do also. Then you have stuff for the winter, and you don't have to run to the store and pay a crazy price. The ginger, I get it at $1 a pound. I'm going to grow my own also. Once I get that big box of ginger, I'm going to start growing my own here inside. Then I have my own supply. You know what I mean? And we have to be wise. We can grow stuff inside. If you have a window, you can grow. If you have a window, you can grow. Don't forget that. And the same thing for your life. If you have a window, an opportunity, you can grow. Same thing. You know, what we experience with nature, we should experience it with life. The growth, all this stuff. You know, window, we should see the window of opportunity and grow from there. But no, we close our eyes to life. Don't wake the baby. The baby's awake. We're awake now. That's what it is. Honestly, it's what it is. We have our 2 eyes shut and we sleep. But ginger shot. Yeah, ginger shot. Check that out. And then you can make it very potent. Ginger, I'm going to put ginger, pineapple, pear. No apple because I have the big apple juice. But all kinds of stuff. The turmeric, fresh. Something very potent with lots of medicine in it. Even maybe cannabis too. But the cannabis juice is hard on the stomach. I've tried cannabis juice, juicing the leaves, and it's something on the stomach. I felt not very, but I felt uncomfortable, like a little burning of the stomach. It was maybe I made it too potent too. Like I was taking the big green leaves and passing it through the juicer. It worked. I got good juice from it, for sure. You pass it through with apple. You have to pass it with something. You can pass just the leaf like that, but you pass it through with apple or stuff. Me, I have the one with the tube, the juicer with the Breville with the tube on top. It's pretty big. You can put the whole apple into it. So, and it goes fast. It's not the best juicer, but it's okay. It does and I keep the pulp also. I keep all the pulp and I put it in my freezer. And when spring gonna come, and I plant my tomato and my food outside, I'm gonna use my the stuff from the juicing, put that in the dirt with some horse manure or chicken manure and stuff, and mix all this and with the calcium shell from the eggshell that Kim is collecting from her daycare. So all this in my plants, and that's it. I think it'd be good for everything. Like, you keep the stuff, don't throw the pulp away and stuff. You can even make baked goods with that, but I'm not a big baker. Baking is not really. I prefer stuff raw. I like to make stuff dead in the oven. It's not my best thing, but once in a while we like a hot meal. But it's not really my. I prefer raw. I prefer stuff raw. And I like it raw. Yeah. Have you checked out wheatgrass juice? Yeah, I've checked a guy. A guy sends wheatgrass juice also in cubes. He sends it in cubes, and he sends you a freezer, a frozen pack, and you can have wheatgrass juice, and it's very good. I drink wheatgrass juice, the green powder I showed you, my supplement green juice. There is wheatgrass in there, and it's very good for you. Wheatgrass for sure. Come on. That's and if you want to, and that's better than cannabis. It's much better for the stomach than cannabis. Cannabis is a bit. I think you have to mix it with something, or I don't know. Maybe I wasn't doing the right thing with it, but yeah, could have been chemicals in the ganja. Organic, yeah, I get my stuff organic for sure. No chemicals, no spraying stuff. I get the stuff organic, but it's just I don't know. It's very green, very potent, very. Maybe I did something wrong, but I don't think so. It came out green, and I don't know. But it's very. Like, it's not my favorite feeling. I will drink it loud, and what I do is when I mix my big glass of juice, like I have a big buck, that big buck I have written Course Light on it, big beer buck. I fill this with juice, and then I put 1 cube in there of the cannabis juice because it's very, becomes uncomfortable at one point. So 1 I'm okay, but yeah. No, it was all organic, the ganja. It was all I knew where it came from and everything. So no, it was good. Great idea, ginger ice. Yeah, ginger ice, and yeah, make all your stuff in advance. And also, it's raining in Michigan too. It's raining in Michigan, raining in Newfoundland, raining in Montreal. Saint Martin, where I'm right near Montreal, like 20 minutes from the bridge. So. Yeah, so it's raining pretty much all over. Right? Yeah, be proactive in your stuff because you don't always feel like juicing. I don't always feel like taking out the juicer. Sometimes it's a mess in the kitchen. I don't want to take it out. There's all kinds of circumstances that can take away that motivation to make the juice. And you're vulnerable to that, just like me. I'm lazy sometimes. I program myself not to be, but there's times where I don't want to clean the kitchen. I don't. Why on me again? And stuff like that. And then I just put it aside. But if I have my cube done, boom, I wake up. That's why I have no more. I used to have all kinds of juice here all the time, talking to you, but I have no more in my freezer. Now I'm making more. Making more batches, more juice, getting ready for the cold weather coming, and I know it's gonna come, and I know the apples are not gonna be on the tree anymore. So yeah, I'm proactive in that sense, and I make sure I have my stuff ready on hand, so I don't have to freak out and put stress on myself. I do it in advance, and it's less stress. It's in the freezer, and it's gonna stay good for a long time. I've drank juice that I frozen like 7 months prior, and it's still very good. Like 7-8 months in your freezer, it's still very good. So yeah, so frozen shots, check it out. It's all about upliftment and progress. Clean up. Yeah, creating is fun. Clean up is, yeah, that's it. That's not my favorite thing, but I do it because I don't want to leave that on everyone here. But no, it's not my. I prefer getting there and everything is clean. Then you start doing your stuff, and it's always better to work in a clean environment. Like when I get into the kitchen and there's a bit of mess, I'm like, then I gotta clean up first, do my thing, and then I gotta motivate myself. Then I go, okay, I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna put some music on. Then I put some music on and I start the cleanup job. But yeah. So guys, have a good day. Great day, I should say. And rise and shine. Do your best. Don't stress. Forget the rest. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Don't freak out with your evil ways. Day by day. The whole world's astray. The whole world has lost his way. So don't don't put stress on yourself. You know, the best thing with this awakening, take it easy on you. Take it easy on yourself. Take it easy on people around you with this awakening, with this whole self-realization. Take it easy. You don't need to freak out and start. The whole world's asleep. The whole world's insane. You're not going to change the world. You can change yourself, but you're not going to change yourself if you are not towards love and compassion and patience and, you know, all this stuff. So that's it. It depends what way you want to change. Me, I want to change more towards the light and not the dark stuff in Babylon. The light, the letting go of that overlay, letting go of that not the overlay, but the vibration of the overlay, and really the dream of life, not the dream of hell. I'm done. I'm done with Babylon. But Babylon's inside us also. That's the thing. We talk about Babylon on the outside. It's inside you. It's inside me. It's inside each and every one of us. That's why we have the world we have. Because we don't self-realize who we are. So keep on keeping on, folks. Big smile on your face for sure. Smile to life. You know, put some confidence in your smile. And rise and shine. Don't stress. Don't put stress on yourself. Like that's the most thing we do. Eh? We were so rough on us because suddenly we have found the truth. You know, it's like take it easy, take it slow. It's all about timing. It takes timing to assimilate all that stuff. To one day something will just become very clear. You'll see the whole picture and you just move on from there. You're just going to move on anyway. You're not going to want to attach energy to that madness. So it's just realizing that you're here to define yourself, not define their reality, and help them define a reality, because that's what the occultists try to do, is to define a reality for us. So it's up to us to define our own reality, to define our world, to define who we are, to define. You're here to create your own definition of who you are, not Babylon to do it for you. So day by day, we realize that. Day by day, we become stronger. Stronger also to face the world, to face life. Not just facing life. We have to face life. Very bold. We have to be bold, for sure. Boldness is a must. And not shrink. We should not shrink. We should not shrink from our greatness and postpone it. And so live your dreams. He's out and he will be back. Another now. Big up Suzanne, Red, Leslie. She's going to probably watch it after, I'm sure. She might be busy doing something else. It's okay. We don't have to freak out with the, disconnecting from the negative. Need uplifting people. No, they be downers. That's it. We don't need people negative, and you just need people that uplift you, positive people with smile on their face. You know, you don't need to have someone with a super great mind all the time beside you. It's not gonna happen. The people you're gonna find in life that are awake and aware, very, very few. Very few. You're gonna find them online. In real life, you can find people with smile on their face, and just that, you putting a smile on their face to them, too, that's love. You know, you're not going to find super enlightened people in Babylon. That's the default state. If you go on YouTube, if you start seeking them, you're going to find them. There's always people that see clearly through this madness. I'm not the first one. Not the first one that see clear through their program. Come on, it's so obvious. So obvious. It's just we didn't have 100 years ago the mean of communication we have today. Look, we're on the internet. We have internet to communicate together, to pass on the good news that we are waking up to who we are and not letting ourselves be confused anymore by Babylon. So all this is great. So keep people that are positive around you with great spirit, with a smile on their face. It doesn't need to be people super awake, but people with good vibes. People with good vibes. They might not know the stuff you know, and the truth varies with the level of awareness. So don't be harsh with people because they don't know what you know. They might not be as aware as you are, or have taken the time to develop their awareness as much as you are. But that doesn't mean they cannot bring you good vibes and good stuff. That's the thing. Anyway, that's how I see it. Dream hasn't begun yet. Fun times ahead. Smile and hugs, people. That's it. Smile, hugs. We stay positive, uplifted, and we say yes to life. most of it. Say yes to our life. That's all it is. And opening our eyes to life and letting the love flow. Flow out, flow in. Don't restrain the flow of love. You know, it's like we have a restraint on the camisole de force, and we're stuck. It's like, break free from all that shit and rise and shine. I'm out. See ya. Love you all. Boom. It's a boom thing. Keep it booming at Motivation Academy. Boom. See ya.